centipede.
Hello YouTube, this is KingTut Gaming, and today, like the last video, I'm just commentating over this gameplay. So I just played this literally right before I made this video, and so today I have kind of made a slight decision to kind of jump forward into the new channel name. This isn't obviously the main video that we're gonna be talking about here. The main video is a lot funnier than this, but so basically the backstory behind this is in my Latin class we had to choose names like that we wanted for ourselves in Latin, and since males have 3 names and one of them is like basically your nickname, so I picked Arius. Arius is a it's close to my zodiac sign, which is Aries, which is it's literally missing one letter, the E, and it just sounds cool. Like it sounds like Aries and Arius. I think it's R-U. I forget how you actually pronounce it. I don't remember. I don't know. I do well in the class, but I mean, I forget the pronunciation stuff pretty easy. Who knows? But, so, I might make it King Arius. I'll put it up on the screen right now so you guys can get see what that would look like. If you feel that's cringy, tell me. If not, if you think it's kind of cool, I'll use it. But if not, we'll figure something out eventually. But if you want to know why I want to change it, like, I like KingTut Gaming. Like, I liked it when I first made it, but, like, I don't like the gaming part. Does that make sense? Like, I am definitely a gaming channel, but I just, it's like, I don't like the fact that it's there. It's weird to think, I don't like, if it was just KingTut and I can just be like, oh hey, it's KingTut guys. Like, whenever I make that, I can be like, hey guys, it's King here, or hey guys, it's Arius here. But whenever I have to say, hey, it's KingTut Gaming here, we have to bring you a brand new quality content video. Now, some people will be like, well, what's wrong with that? Well, it's not really that big of a nickname to me, and it's very hard to search up. Like, if you look up KingTut, I don't show up. If you look up KingTut, G-A after the KingTut, I don't show up. Actually, nothing shows up. I was looking at it today, and just so you know, I made sure to go through, like, one of my friends suggested King Chaos, which I thought sounded really cool until I went on YouTube and I searched it up and I found out that almost like 30 to 40 other people have the exact same thing. Some of the ones I looked at had like people who were making videos like 3 years ago and I made one since. I'm like, oh, those would be like maybe possible, but like some of the names I don't think people would have like really understood. Like some of them were like some of the Iron Lord's names from Destiny, which I just feel like I would have got sick of eventually. But Arius sounds cool. And so I definitely think we might be making some steps forward, and that possibly might be our new channel name. If you like it, tell me. If you don't like it, leave some feedback. But let's get into the story time today, which is my stepdad almost died today. And it was hilarious. So to start it off, my cousin Taylor, who was in 1 or 2 of my videos, had just recently got a quad. She sold her dirt bike, got a quad because she wanted a quad, so she got a quad. It's like this it was probably it's not too old, but it's not a brand new quad for sure. But it had like can't talk. It had a bunch of modifications done to it, and it's like they really bumped it up. It's a racing quad. It's not a utility quad. If I get a quad, I want a utility quad. This is a racing quad. So it's like if you put your if you put down the throttle without going slow at first, you're gonna get going and you're probably gonna do a wheelie. Well, this is how my stepdad Jason, I almost got seriously hurt. So my cousin's running around my grandparents' yard because I know how I told you guys that my great grandma just passed away, so we're at my grandparents' house. My grandparents have a slightly big yard that you can drive around in, so she said, oh, I'll go, like, you know, practice riding it there and get used to it and stuff. So she's riding around. I got to ride it around a couple times. I rode around in the back with her. Then I rode around, like, with her back behind me, so we just rode around the yard. I'm going real slow, because I don't want to break anything, and it's a racing quad. I know they're not really meant to go slow. Like, if you do that, I've heard that, like, stuff can go wrong. That's why I want a utility one, because you don't have to worry about that. You can go as slow as you want. I mean, like, where I live, you can't really open up. It's not that big of a yard. You can open it up and go, you know, flying. You're gonna hit the end of the yard pretty soon, about 10 seconds. But it's an okay sized yard to just putz around. I'd say maybe like, you know, get some straightaways going. But so we're doing this, and then Jason comes out and he's like, "Oh yeah." That's not what he sounds like. He's like, "Oh yeah, I can ride this thing. This used to be the size of my snowmobile," which he used to have a snowmobile. He was into he had a bunch, not a bunch, but he had those and he really liked it. But then he sold it because there was nowhere to ride it around where we live, because we lived in the plan at the time. Now he still wouldn't have anywhere to ride it. So, but he's like, "Oh yeah, this thing was the same size, like the same, not same size, like CC wise, the engine size." So he gets on it. He gets real cocky too, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Taylor, hold my beer." And he hands him. It's not like he was drunk at the time. We had just got there, and he just opened a beer and was drinking. He's like, "Oh yeah, hold my beer." And so I'm on the porch, the front porch, and I'm watching this go down. He gets on it. He starts going a little bit. So he kicks it up a little bit. Then all of a sudden he just floors it. Just pushes the pedal thing on the handlebars all the way in. He starts going. The front wheels lift up and whoosh. He's basically doing a wheelie. He flies off the back. Luckily, the quad is still going forward at the time, had forward momentum, and it didn't crush him. It went forward. And the best part was he bounced off the ground. So he's bounced off the ground. The quad goes forward. It falls sideways. It's a mess. And so we're all worried that like he got hurt or the quad got hurt, because you know they had just bought it, and my mom didn't want to be liable to have to buy another, spend another $1,000 on buying a quad. But it was hilarious though. So he gets off and he's like, "Ow!" He landed on his butt. That's where he landed. So he comes over to us, and he got dragged along. He was on the handlebars for probably a second before he actually fell off. So he got dragged along. So he has dirt and grass up his butt crack, all over, on his back. It's everywhere. His shirt's all like messed up because of it. And the quad had some dirt in it. The yard's like ripped up in that one spot. Like it looks like someone like took a plow and just put it down on the ground. So let's do this, and just went through. But so he was a bit swollen. Luckily I'm actually good for him. He didn't get hurt, because that could have been bad if he would. Good thing he was going fast. I mean, if he wouldn't have been going fast, none of this would have happened. But if he wouldn't have been going fast, it somehow would have tilted over. Like it would have tilted over that way. I think he just had so much forward momentum at that time for how fast he was going, because he had it floored down, and it hit the power belt. I think that's what they called it. I don't know all the technicalities in the quads. Not really. I haven't really done that much research. I never owned one. But it hit that power belt, and it just kicked off. Because once it hits that gear, it's meant for you to just it doesn't think you're going from a dead stop, basically, like he was. But luckily the quad wasn't damaged, and he only came out with a swollen, and that's it. So he'll be walking around funny tomorrow. I can't wait. Well, tomorrow is my grandma's, my great grandma's, what's it called, viewing. He'll be waddling around. It'll be hilarious. He'll try to sit down. He won't be able to sit down, so he'll have to stand the whole entire time. Yeah, but anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And before I go, I will say I need you to leave a like on this video, because I need you to leave a like, because every like sends a regard to the I Don't Want to Get Raped by a Clown Foundation. Yes. This is because there's been clown spotted in my area, and I don't feel like getting raped by a clown in the woods. 1 like equals 1 clown not raping me. So, I mean, 0 likes, I'm getting raped by a lot of clowns. 1 like, maybe 1 less clown. However you want to go, I don't know. It's gonna help. Maybe other kids too. Maybe we'll send them in. Get the clowns to wear this. I'll put it up on the screen right now. The I Don't Want to Get Raped by Clown Foundation. That's what it's gonna be. Clowns, whatever it is, doesn't matter. But yeah, just leave